Did you know that Ableton has a secret options file? Here's how to use it. First, locate your Options.txt file. You can find it in your Preferences, Ableton folder. Select the latest version. Double-click the Options.txt file, which opens a text editor where we can add hidden Ableton options. Type in -enable arm on selection, and on the next line, type -show device slots. Now restart live for the effects to take place. Enable arm on selection will automatically arm the currently selected track, so you don't need to manually arm it. Show device slots will reveal all the devices for each track in the mixer, allowing you to easily arm and unarm the devices. Let's make this ARP a bit more exciting. The ARP is pretty good already, so we don't need to get extreme. The goal is to add an exciting layer, to make it unique. In parallel processing, we are adding some sparkle with overdrive and erosion. But the main player here is the unsynced delay that has its time parameter modulated by a slow, random LFO. This adds a bit of uncertainty to the sound to elevate it to the next level. Let's bring this generic hat loop to life. Load up Vocoder on the hat group. First, we set formant to our liking. The formant colors your hat. We go with a brighter sound. Next, we dial in the dry wet to taste. The fun begins with automating depth and release. Release introduces the feel of an open hat. Now we automate depth to introduce a darker tone and a rhythmic variation to the signal. This also works great on synths. Check out these 3 essential sidechain techniques. 1. To duck one track while another is playing, we can use the compressor effect. After putting it on a track, we also need to choose a trigger track. You can use a dedicated sidechain track that is muted. That's the usual approach. 2. To get a bit more control, we can also use the shaper effect linked to the gain and utility. This allows you to customize the curve of the sidechain even more. However, it will always duck unless we turn off the shaper. 3. An advanced technique is using an envelope follower. You can put it on a trigger track. We will use the kick drum, then assign it to a band in EQ8 on the track you want to duck. We can slightly duck the sub-frequencies of our bass, leaving the high frequencies unchanged. Are your hats too static? Try this. Draw a 16th note pattern and lower the velocity on the 2nd and 4th position. Add Ableton's Tremolo FX. Choose a 3/16 rate. Dial in amount and shape for a smooth effect. Check out this easy sample flipping technique. We will use this PML loop sample. Drag it onto Ableton Simpler, activate slice mode, and slice with beats set to every quarter note. Now we can trigger these slices with MIDI notes to rearrange the loop. Then add some variation for interest. Next, duplicate the loop and add more variation to the duplicate. Let's add some excitement to this percussion loop. We are using Redux and Echo to add texture and dimension, followed by utility. The reverb at the end adds some space. The secret is in the complex automation. We modulate the sample rate of Redux and echoes time and dry-wet parameters. Lastly, we automate utilities gain. This way, the loop sounds different every time we bring the sound in. If you would like to learn Ableton 12 with all the foundations of music production, check out our Beginner to Advanced Live 12 Start to Finish course.
And I just want you to let me breathe.
Also, be sure to check out the Everything Bundle Collector's Edition, which includes all courses, sound packs, and project files in our store.